Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pixel P.I. My name is Nocturnal, and if you remember, this is a game about questions, it's a game about robots, it's a game about private investigators, actually. Last time we investigated the murder of Bernie during the game's demo, and now the gracious developer has given me a key to the game, and I have to tell you guys, I'm excited to dive back into this. This is right up the channel's alley, and I hope you guys will enjoy this too. So, without wasting your time too much, let's jump right into it. I'm excited to see what comes next for us. We are investigating John's murder. So let's see what we have today. We have a private investigator, colloquially known by the police officers as the hologram detective or the anonymous PI, sent a message to the agents in charge of this case on July 18th that reads, "I will not be able to send my robot to interview with you about this case. However, I learned a lot about this case and I need to share with you my findings. I've been following Blank for a while. Connections. A reason to believe Blank killed John. I'm certain Blank will use to get away with it. If you have any trouble, interrogate thoroughly, killing, look into Blank." Alright, let's see. William reported John to the police on the 13th of July, accusing him of... William later recanted his accusation. John is the victim in this case. He owns a trading car store. Okay. So if you guys don't remember, we're going to be essentially rebuilding a case from the ground up. William, a neighbor of John's, resides directly to the east of John's house, with his backyard serving as the only separation between the two properties. William, a neighbor of John's, resides directly to the east. Okay. Alright. That's it for clues. So now let's interview William on John's murder. Let's see. We gotta ask good questions here. What is your name? Oh, you know what? No. Please state your name, age, and occupation. Let's see. Is that gonna work for me? Yep. My name is William. Okay. That didn't unlock the rest of it. How old are you, William? I was kind of hoping to take them all in from right there. Okay. What is your occupation? Gotcha. Alright, so let's recap now. My name is William. He is 63 years old, and I'm retired but still do some work as a collectibles picker. What is a collectibles picker? A collectibles picker is someone who finds and buys valuable items from other people and resells them for a profit. Kind of related to a trading shop, eh? I think so. Let's see. How did you know John? I didn't know John very well. We only talked a few times. Have you ever been inside John's shop? Okay, was not asked by the interviewer. That's okay. Where were you at the time of the incident? The night of the incident, I was at home. The night of the incident, I was watching TV. I couldn't have killed John, which is funny. I didn't ask you that, buddy. I couldn't have killed John. I was at home the whole time. Louis can confirm that, and the shot actually hit my house on the outside while I was in my property. All right. How do we know? Do we know who Louis is? We decrypted a new interview about this Louis guy. Let's see what we have there. Yes, let's first review the clues. 18/7 local newspaper. Local dog saves the day. Local dog Sammy found a missing child in the park. What's going on with streetlights? City council investigating the recent streetlight failures. Looking for new employees. Battle Monster trading card game player wins regional national tournament. Nina, a local player, won the regional tournament held on SFIP St. Remy the 14th of July, surprising everyone with a rare card rumored to be worth a fortune. Let me make a small prediction here. I think Nina was looking to maybe sell the card or get it appraised, gave it to John for the appraisal because of his trading card store, and somebody found out probably William, who is a reseller of collectible items, and kills John to get it from his shop. Or somebody does. Something with a rare room and card. And Louis is a neighbor of John. They live across the street from each other. Okay. So we've got, if you follow along my mouse here, we have John right here. His backyard, his storefront is against the backyard of William. And then across the street, you have Louis. Alrighty. Can you tell me about yourself? Maybe this will let me unlock more about like age and name and everything like that. My name is Louis. Okay, it didn't, but that's fine. How old are you? I'm 58 years old. What is your occupation? I'm a music composer. At the time, I'm working on the music for a new movie. Can't say which one, I'm afraid. Okay. Where were you at the time of the incident? The night of the incident, I was at home right across... The night of the incident, I was at home right across the street from Williams and John's houses. I was composing a track, playing a piano in my living room. Okay? That might be fairly loud. Hopefully we can get somebody that can corroborate hearing piano. I couldn't have killed John. I was at home when both gunshots were fired. Both? William only mentioned one. Louis bringing up two. And there's no line of sight between my property and the inside of John's living room. Okay. Can anyone... I wanna say that newspaper is going to be relevant. Of course it is, because it was given to us. There has to be something about this that's going to be important. Collectible picker. He's watching TV. I kind of want to ask him what he was watching on TV. What were you watching on TV? Yeah, I figured. I was interested. Louis can confirm that, and the house actually... Okay. Do you know where William was at the time of the incident? Dang. Okay. Interesting. I was at home when both gunshots were fired. Both, though. That's what's throwing me off. There was no line of sight between my property and the inside of John's living room. Okay. Alright. Comes a trading card store. William. Neighbor of John's was that directly east. Okay, well, I'm dumb. It's the neighbor of John. They live across the street from each other. Let's see. Can you tell me about the incident? Maybe I can get something from this. A little generic, but the question was not asked. I might have to go for a hint here, guys, you know? Can anyone vouch for you playing the piano, I guess, right? I would want to... No. I might have to go for a hint. It's been a minute. We have to understand William's relationship with this case. Yeah, okay. couldn't have killed John. It was at home the whole time. Louis can confirm that. And the shot actually hit my house on the outside while I was in my property. Where did the shot hit your house, I suppose? I'm gonna just straight up ask what the hint said. Because, I don't know. I know John Rivo, we only talked a few times. What did you talk to John about? Maybe? Yes. Talked about the weather, our gardens, and trading cards with John. Okay. Trading cards with John. Did you hear about Nina? Maybe I can go a little generic with that. Yes. A few days ago, I think... Oh. Click after me to review the inbox. We unlocked the interview with Nina regarding John's murder. It looks promising. Okay. That's kind of... Oh my god, this is actually kind of like spoiling a little bit. We should follow this lead. I want to know what they're talking about. A few days ago, I think John and his girlfriend Nina had a fight. I heard them arguing loudly, and then she stormed out of the house. I did not catch what the argument was about. Okay. Nina is John's girlfriend. She lives in the city an hour away from John's house. Several neighbors saw John and Nina arguing in front of John's house on 14-7. Okay, now we can go into that. Did you see John and Nina arguing? Okay, we asked William. Did you see or hear John and Nina arguing? Do you know of Nina? I guess we'll ask him if he knows who Nina is. Okay. I think our only option now is just go talk to Nina. Who are you? How old are you? 32 years old, looking great for 32. What is your occupation? I'm a professional Battle Monster TCG player. I work as a freelance software developer. Where were you at the time of the incident? You know what? Alternatively, she could have just killed him because he wanted to sell the card. She didn't. The night John died, I was at my house. My roommate can confirm it. It's an apartment in the city an hour away from here. Who is your roommate? Okay, I feel like they would have wanted to confirm that. What did we say about the argument? Hold on. 14-7. The murder took place on 17-7, right? Yes. Actually, let me check the police report. We reported John to the police on a third of accusing him of blank. What? Oh god, whoops. I didn't mean to click that. What did you report John to the police about? Is that what's going to be the argument on the 13th? Oh dear god. I filed a report against John because I thought John had stolen my car, but soon after I recanted the accusation, the whole thing was resolved for the murder, so I had no reason to be mad. We decrypted a new interview about Williams' report against John. It's from 3 days before the incident. Yep. Where did the card go? What card was stolen? I'm wanting to find out if it's the same card Nina used that was ultra rare, and if there was some infidelity going on here. Min condition Cosmoon Kai card, part of William's collection. William reported missing, accusing John of stealing it. I've been following William for a while. If you have trouble understanding the motive, make sure to interrogate Nina thoroughly. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking Nina's stepping out with John. With William. William later recanted his accusation, saying he was mistaken that he had found a card in his house. Okay. Nina, what card did you use during the TCG competition? Please say Cosmonuki or whatever the hell it's called. Oh god, what is your name? They still would have asked that, even though it was a different day. What card was taken from your house? I should have said stolen, but whatever. My officially appraised Battle Monster card, Cosmon Kai, was stolen by John. It's worth a lot of money. It's the only known copy of the card in existence. I had managed to secure a highly sought-after auction slot for my card for today, but now, thanks to him, I have nothing to show for it. The opportunity is lost, and I expect it to be properly redressed. I'm a member of the network. I will not tolerate being treated like this. What is the network? Which is probably what's going to be in my clue section. Oh, deleted. Deleted. I don't like that. William was scheduled to auction his Cosmon Kai card on the 13th of July. William failed to show up for it, resulting in a last-minute cancellation of his slot and a penalty from the auction house, including 1 month suspension and a hefty fine. William belongs to a secret society called the Network. Okay. A member of the Network, a secret society with connections in the black market. I wanted to be part of the investigation, understand how they operate within the police force. Blank. Well, that kind of spoils on a whole bit, doesn't it? What do you know about William's missing card? I've seen William's missing Battle Monster card. He showed it to me a few days ago. William's missing Battle Monster card is probably worth a lot of money, more than $100,000 if I had to guess. The card is very valuable because it's a rare first edition and it's in mint condition. Only a few of them exist in the world, and on top of that, it's very sought after by players because it's one of the most powerful cards in the game. What card is it? Actually, this is our first interview with John, so we should be able to say, he already said it was Cosmon Guy, didn't he? Something like that. What is your age? Do we get this for John? Oh, we do get this for John. What is your name? Okay, so Nina definitely doesn't mind stepping out with an older guy. What is your occupation? Did you steal the TCG card? I didn't steal William's card. Do you know who did? I kind of feel like Harry Potter in like Chamber of Secrets writing in the diary to Tom Riddle. A little bit. I gotta be honest. We haven't really debunked anything, which is kind of surprising. I remember the rare card would be worth a fortune. Where did you find the card? Oh, I need to do this in Williams, right? Yep. Where did you find the card? I bought it from a lady in a garage sale. She was selling her late husband's old stuff. Why did you think John stole it? John stole my card. No one else knew how valuable it was. He was a collector as well, and I told him about it. What made you recant your accusation? Gotcha. Okay, we got a lot here, though. Just not good. Debunked. Deleted. I don't like that deleted. I guess there's not really anything to debunk there, right? Why did William accuse you of stealing the card? I have no idea why William would accuse me of stealing his card. Can you tell me where you were during the incident? I feel like we didn't ask that. That's pretty... Okay, maybe not. Two questions we haven't gotten the answers to with John here. Who is Nina? Do you think we can tie that in? Yes, we can. I live alone, but during the weekends, my girlfriend Nina stays over. What day was 18/7? Or what day was the... Police on 13th of July accusing him of stealing a valuable officially praised trading card. William later recanted his accusation. William reported John to the police 13th of July accusing him of stealing a valuable... Oh, that's the same thing. William was scheduled to auction his Cosmic Kai. Why were you... Why were you auctioning your card? Dang. Can I debunk that? I don't know. Should ask him what he witnessed that night. What did you witness? I thought I kind of asked that already, but I guess not. I guess that's the this one. What did you witness? I heard a loud noise coming from outside. The sounded like a gunshot. Oh, God. When I heard the first gunshot, I went outside to investigate. I met the neighbor across the street, Louis, who was also concerned by the noise. When I came back inside and heard a second gunshot, which sounded much closer. Okay, so he does corroborate too. When I heard the second gunshot, I called the police to report the gunshots. Okay. The two bullets from the gunshots heard at around 9 p.m. Bullet A was found inside the victim's living room, close to the western window. Bullet B was found stuck in the outside of William's west wall. One of the two bullets killed John. Okay. Failed to debunk William's argument that he couldn't have shot John. Okay. Let's see. So we can do this and say, actually, no. Could we actually just use William's own testimony against him and just say, after hearing the first shot? Actually, no, we can... No, because we need to go back and... I was at home at the time. I first heard I went outside to investigate. You said you were inside the entire time. Something like that, right? Debunk failed. Well, damn, maybe I'm just asking wrong. The hint was he should debunk William's argument that he couldn't have shot John. Let's do this and say you could have shot John after the first gunshot, I guess. You left your home. Damn, I'm really sucking at this, aren't I? Dang, what am I doing wrong here? What they saw, heard. I should ask what Louis saw and heard. What did you witness? I heard a gunshot. I went outside to see what was going on. I saw... Damn. I went outside to see what was going on. I saw William leaving his house almost at the same time, so I went to talk to him. I talked with William for a few seconds. We just agreed the noise was a gunshot and that he would call the police. We then went to our respective homes. A few seconds after I got back inside, I heard a second gunshot. I assumed William had called the police, so I stayed inside looking out the window until the police arrived. Well, that's not great. No, Louis states you left your home and were outside John's. Okay, no. You were outside with Louis. What am I missing? What am I saying wrong here? William says he couldn't have fired the shot. We have a clue that shows the statement makes no sense. Went outside to investigate. I meant to. He said he was at home the whole time, but he also says that he went to investigate, so. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just not sure how to ask this question. But we have a clue that shows that there were two shots, actually, so Oregon couldn't fire the shot as not a solid alibi. Okay, but he did... Okay. I guess. There were two shots.
Aha!
But yes, but he already kind of addressed that, though, so... Oh, this guy's goofy letter. Let's see. To understand how they operate, saying the motive makes sure interrogate Nina thoroughly, they lose your relationship with John. William's alibi only makes sense if there had only been one shot. There were two shots the night of the murder. He argues he couldn't have fired one of them, but even if that were true, there was another shot he could have fired. His alibi is worthless. Now, that doesn't mean that he is the killer. He might have been nervous or confused when he gave that argument. True. But that first shot is one I'm also interested in. Launched in the background process with decrypt some clues. The same as window was not interactable and its contents only used for the operative system's developer. Okay. My bad. Let's see. Who do you sell them to? Okay, well, I was trying to lean off of that. I was at home. Failed to file a reporting on John because I thought John had stolen my car, but soon after I recanted the accusation, the whole thing was resolved for the murder, so I had no reason to be mad. A few days ago, I think John and his girlfriend Nina had a fight. I heard them arguing loudly, and then she stormed out of the house. I did not catch what the argument was about. Let's see, let's take another hit. We have to understand William's relationship with the case. Did you know Nina? Maybe. I'm thinking either Nina took the case or I'm pretty sure Nina has his card. No, whoops. Let's see. Where did you get your rare card? Let's see. Well, he said they rarely talked. He also said he already accused him of theft. I thought that was kind of like already implied. Did you have any conflicts with John, I guess. We'll just keep it easy. Go right as I ask it. Never had any conflicts with John. We were always friendly to each other. Okay. Did you have conflicts with... Okay, but motherfucker, you accused him of theft. Williams recanted police report. Williams recantation. You accused John of theft.
Aha!
That's a conflict. Yeah. Why did you... well, pretty sure we already know. Thought he had stolen my car, but soon after Hurricane Days, the whole thing was resolved for the murder, so I had no reason to be mad. What made you accuse John? Where was your stolen card? Damn. Not easy. I always end up missing like this one, whatever it ends up being. How did you know William? Encryption layer was removed. Okay. Did you get the card? Hoping, damn. You won a... How did you win the tournament? Was this before or after the tournament? Let's see, what do we got? We discover who would have a motive to kill John. Probably his fucking girlfriend. Why did you kill John? Can we ask that and see if she freaks the fuck out on me? Why did you kill John? Can we just ask this to everybody? Okay. Did you have any conflict with John? Never any serious conflict with John, but one time he accused my dog Sammy of stealing another neighbor's rake and taking it to his home. It was ridiculous. Okay. Louis' dog named Sammy is a golden retriever. Louis' dog age? That doesn't say anything. Okay. And a missing child in the park. Okay. Is this all about the damn dog? I mean, understandable, but... Have any conflict with anyone? No? Okay. William, I want to just do it. I just want to do it. Yeah, that's not gonna match. The pyramid. Damn. Please do not give a flying fuck. So time he accused my dog Sammy of stealing is why did John accuse Sammy of stealing a rake? Maybe. Okay. I would imagine it leaned into that. Well, I thought we asked that. I thought we asked this. Did you have any conflict with John? I guess we'll ask that. We had a good relationship. I love him. Debunk that bullshit with, fuck. William. You two arguing. Failed the match. Where the hell is it? Who brought it up then? John and his girlfriend Nina are, yeah, what the fuck? I know we should debunk that one. He said it. No, Williams John, there we go. That's the one I need. I clicked the wrong thing. Eyewitnesses claim to have seen you two arguing.
Aha!
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry, I have to admit something. I borrowed William's card to use at the tournament. Yeah, I know. I was going to return it, but John found out and he was so mad at me, he yelled at me. He ended up returning the card anonymously for me. I think William might have killed him and it's all my fault. William is a creepy old man who lives next to John. He always stares at me through the window when I'm at the pool, and he always makes weird comments about me. He says my outfits make him act up and that it was dangerous to dress like that around him. William always invited John to dinner when he knew I would be there. I always declined because I didn't want to be around him. But when he got the Cosmon Kai card, he invited us over and I accepted because I wanted to see the card and, yes, steal it. I think William could be the killer because John was very worried about the card thing. William already thought John stole the card and was very angry about it. There we go. At least now we got the break in that. Part of William's collection, an expensive Battle Monsters trading card. The case seems to have been broken to remove the card and put back together. Damn. Didn't have to do all that. Nina's deck list for the tournament held on the 4th of July. It lists the cards she used in the tournament, including Cosmon Kai. Okay, nice. Sure, the events that led to William. Let's see. Couldn't kill John. William attacked a few times. Called the police, report the gunshots. Talked about the weather. Filed a report against John because I thought John had stolen the card. Did you kill John for stealing the card? Best match for that question has already been unlocked. Yeah. Huh. Let's take another hint. From William saying about the card issue was resolved from the mercer, no reason to be mad. Yeah, because... The card was used after... No, this... the card was broken into and taken out of its sleeve. Okay, well, how am I going to ask that then? Because I thought John had stolen my card, but as soon as I recanted the accusation, the whole thing was resolved for the murder, so I had no reason to be mad. You were fined and suspended. Aha. There we go. You're right, I was angry about missing the auction for the card. However, it wasn't John's fault. I had just misplaced the card and I found it in my home the day I recanted the accusation, so I had no reason to be angry at anyone but me. Card was used in a local tournament. Is this going to be what I need to get this? No. Do you know the card was used in a local tournament? Okay. Did you find out... No, because he says he thinks he misplaced the card at home, but he didn't. Card was used in a tournament, which I think is literally exactly what I just asked. Yep. Damn. So what do I got? The card was not misplaced. My brother in Christ, what am I supposed to fucking say then? I just misplaced the card in front of my home today. Okay. The card was used in the tournament the day before you recanted your accusation. Damn, what am I supposed to... How am I supposed to ask this? We have evidence that Nina played the tournament with the Cosmo Kai card. I know. Nina used the card in the tournament. Jesus Christ. I feel like I had to ask that 5 different ways. That was not easy. I think we have enough from this case. Nina stole William's trading card to use in the tournament, which caused William to think John stole it, so he reported it to the police. John then retrieved the card from Nina and returned it to him in envelope, hoping William didn't figure out it was him. But people saw him and word got around to William, who was already mad about missing the auction, so when he saw the card's case broke inside the envelope, and he probably freaked out and wanted to get back to John. Then recanted the accusation, so it wasn't as obvious as he had to dispute with John. The night of the murder, William shot him through the window from his own house, then came out of his home to pretend to be worried about his neighbors. It was Louis who encountered him. He then went back inside to his backyard and tried his house to divert the attention from the first shot. I feel bad for John. He was trying to do the right thing and protect Nina. Overall, the case is very simple, and the police got most of the relevant information from the interviewers and clues. So once again, the question remains, why hasn't the culprit been charged? I hope the next case sheds some light into this. Clues. Just finishing this guy's stuff up, I guess. Sure, I guess. To be continued. Case 3 dropping on August. Okay, well, I thought that there already was 2 more cases, but I guess I'm wrong. So I wonder if that's a delay on August of this year, and they're expecting later, or if it's just been delayed for a month or 2. Because obviously it's September, so... sorry. So maybe it means August of next year. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think it'd be fun to write these cases. I'm definitely more of a writer side than anything else, but this was fun. This was enjoyable. I definitely used a lot of the hints, but that's because I felt like I was asking the same questions in circles, and I just need to reword them a little bit. So that's my bad. That's my bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggle. But this was fun. I can't wait till the next case, and I hope to play it right when it drops this time and not wait. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.